How's everybody doing, man? Ventez, what is going on? Fred, what is going on? Big T, what's going on, man? Big shout out to you too, Travis, man. Thunderbird Cigar Lounge up in Tacoma, Washington. Really, really appreciate you guys. It's really crazy when you get a lot of people that just are really supportive of what the movement you have going on and what all you have involved. And you guys know I say this all the time. It's a lot different with having words and then people that show actions that support you, man. So really a big shout out to Big Travis, man. I really appreciate all that you've done for me, man. Much appreciated. Pete, what is going on? Andre, what is going on? Gonna be smoking me a HUB and 175th anniversary tonight. Latanya, how are y'all doing? Man, yeah, I'm glad you are. I'm like I said, I'm glad, man. I take anything I can get. Even as far as like I've told you guys a lot of times, just sharing the channel, sharing the videos, that stuff means a lot to me. Also, another little milestone we hit today. The channel finally hit over 150,000 views, man. So I want to give a little congratulations to all of you for being a part of that. I think that happened pretty quick. Y'all hold on a second. All right, I'm back. I'm back. All right, let's see what I missed. Bruce T, what is going on? Nice thunderstorms here. Ended the deck cigar, man. I hate that. But at least you got to start one. Michael Parker, what is going on? Andre, what is going on? Brew Geek. John, what is going on, brother? Giancarlo, AB or SB, Sammy, what's going on, family? I'm doing good too, Latonya. Hopefully you're doing good. Wesley Cole in the building. Smoking the 3000 Maduro. That was one of my first favorite cigars. A cigar I will still revisit time to time. I love the Padron 3000. I actually had to defend the Padron's honor the other day, man. But you guys know what it is. You guys know I love my Padrones. I ain't gonna let nobody shit on my Padrones. Unless it's Lee Mac, of course. What's going on, Unc? Here in the background. Glad to have you. Miss Terry, what is going on? Appreciate that, Fred. Yeah, man. Just a small milestone. I'm really excited where we're going, man. Got a lot of big stuff planned. I already got some stuff planned as far as Cigar Madness for next year. Just trying to kind of stay ahead of the curve. It's gonna be big, man. It's gonna be hard to top this year. Just the magnitude of it and just kind of being the first of its kind to be in that realm of the tournament style, the way I did it. But I think we're gonna have a very, very successful 2021 Cigar Madness. So I'm really looking forward to that. Matt Wells, what is going on, man? Joining you with a My Father Flor de las Antillas. Bought a box of Laranja Oscuros and had my first last night. Thanks for the Espinosa recommendation a few weeks ago. Not a problem. I still stand by that. Even recently, having a lot of Espinosa cigars haven't really been hitting me correctly or hitting me like they usually do. But cigars like the Laranja Oscuro, those are always cigars that I feel no matter what, I can grab those and enjoy those. So I'm glad to see that other people are out there enjoying it too. For those that's just hopping in, I'm going to be smoking the HUB and 175th anniversary tonight. Felt like pulling out a good cigar. Matt, what is going on, man? Good evening. Hopefully you are doing well. The GOAT is in the building. That is right, man. Rick G, what is going on? Ventez, hey man, it's cool, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all and say it doesn't feel good. It feels good, man. But again, without all of you guys, I wouldn't be anywhere close to where I am now. Definitely remember where I first started it and where I'm at now and the places that I plan on going. The journey. I think the journey in itself is more exciting for me even than just seeing the numbers or just the growth and the popularity of the channel. The actual journey and just being able to put thought process into reality for me is what makes me driven. That's what keeps me going. I like seeing finished products. I like seeing other people enjoying the stuff that I'm putting out. So man, I forgot. I got all these cutters around me and I don't have a lighter. I got all this junk on the table too. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. I don't like that. I'm gonna go get my cheap lighter. Guess I should have been more prepared before I came on, but sometimes it happens, man. Y'all see impromptu stuff, so it's all good. See, it's crazy. You get you a $50 Cigar lighter, and this is actually one of my favorite lighters. Once you use it the first time, thing doesn't work 100% all the time. I go get a lighter that costs $2, and it's flawless every time. It works. So that's why I tell you guys, splurge a little bit on the cutter, but the lighters ain't necessary. I've seen people light with Bic. So let's see. Tracy Jones, peace, brother. What's going on? AM3, what's going on, family? Adam in the building, Garland in the building. Jay, what's going on? About to fire up the Supreme Leaf. You got to let me know what you think, man. I was debating on smoking one tonight too, but I ended up smoking me or deciding on this H Upman. Let's see. T52 Flying Pig or Sober Mesa. Me personally, I'm gonna go T52 Flying Pig. I'm not a very big Sober Mesa fan, but that's just me. Of course, you know, smoke what you like, man. Appreciate that, Unc. Appreciate that, Unc. We're gonna take we'll talk about it today if anybody wants to, and we'll move on. Got some other goals in store, and we will take it from there, man. I'm learning from the best in the business, and I'm very privileged to say that, man. Not everybody has the backing or the positive influence behind them like I do, so I'm very fortunate for that, and don't take any of that for granted, man. Life is going really good right now. I got a lot of really good people around me, and excited for this future, man. Love the La Centillas. That is a very good cigar. That's actually one of the cigars I mentioned on top 5 cigars I recommend for people that are just starting. Greatest thing works every time, man. That's why I always keep them around on me. Let's see. Took a motorcycle for service and got caught up in the rainstorm. So relaxing right now. About to call it a night. Same here. I'm gonna smoke this cigar. Hang out with my son for a little bit before he goes to bed, and then I'll be off to bed too. I got work in the morning, but I ain't been up in a couple days, so I wanted to see how everybody's doing, man. I like checking in on my people and see how everybody's doing. Enjoy that cigar for me. People talking or taking a couple days off from smoking. I'll definitely do that, man. Tired but good, brother. Sound like everybody tired. I'm a little tired too. David, what is going on? Finishing up the DBL Amarillo Robusto Macy about smoking another cigar. Does very nicely with coffee. I can see that. Mystical, what is going on, fam? Smoking the Supreme Leaf too. We got some Supreme Leaf love in here tonight. Love the flat flame. I actually have never used the flat flame. I know quite a few people that like it. The Executive 2 is my second favorite fancy lighter, and then my favorite lighter is the EX Windproof that Zycar does. Those are my favorite fancy lighters. And then, of course, you guys know I'm always rolling with the Jeep. Man, if anybody's got a connection to Jeep too, man, y'all holler at them, man. I've been trying to get them to do a sponsorship for me, man. I guess they're based over in Europe, man. I don't know if they really mess with cigar reviewers or not, but I'd quit using everything if they sponsored me. That's my complaint with Zycar lighters. I have an expensive one that sits in the drawer. Yeah, that happened. The EX windproof lighter that I have, I don't ever have issues out of this, but this is the second or third one I've had. I've had a black one and I've had a red one before. I still have my black one around here somewhere, and my red one I gave away. But I'm with you too. You spend that money on a lighter, and then after the first couple of times, you have some issues. And the good thing about the Zycar, though, is they have the lifetime warranty. But at the same time, you spend $50, $60, $70 on a lighter, you want it to perform well. So, Tim, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Cigar Show Tim in the building, man. Y'all see from the name, he's another cigar reviewer. Y'all definitely go check him out. He has recently started his own venture and starting out on his own. I like what he's got going on over there. Some creative juices flowing too. So y'all have to definitely go check him out. He's got some good, honest content over there. Sean, what's going on, cousin? About to get my daughter to sleep. I'll be back to join in a minute. I will be here probably for the next hour. Well, probably about the next 45. because I'll probably go hang out with my son, and I'll probably end up smoking this later tonight. I won't be able to finish this. It's storming everywhere we all live. It's been hot here. Southern Cali. Big bro, I got a lot of ideas. I'll hit you. Definitely reach out, man. Definitely looking forward to hearing from you, man. Like that, I think that's why I was saying too, Fred. The three concepts, just being consistent, being honest, and being creative. I think if you keep those three concepts going, you're gonna always be where you need to be at. I think a lot of people there, and there's a lot of channels that have components of them, but they don't have all three. They'll be honest, or they have consistency, but they lack creativity, or they'll be creative and consistent, but you can just tell sometimes the honesty is lacking, or you could tell when something's sponsored or something that they kind of pushing something. So, I think if you just make sure that you're following those three concepts, I think you'll be heading down the right direction. I have 2 Zicars that I need to send in. Favorite Padron blend. 1926 80th anniversary is probably technically my favorite Padron. It's been raining here since last week. Man, it's crazy. You drive safe, Tim. I know if you got drivers like we got here in Memphis, we got some bad drivers here, man. And back on the ride, what's going on? I ain't even talking about nobody. I ain't talking about just I ain't even starting no beef with nothing. Yep, my special edition Davidoff lighter is just a collector's item at this point. I always use my cheap lighters. Me too. I'm a Jeep guy. Found out I got a big promotion trying to celebrate, but it's a little bittersweet because a few of my friends recently got laid off COVID, man. That's unfortunate. Out of all the lighters I have, the best is the Vertigo Triple Flame. Let's see. Not sure if you mentioned this in your other videos, but what humidor do you have? I have a it's called a treasure chest. It's pretty big. I think it goes about 200 cigars or something like this. It's a treasure chest cigar. So you open the humidor up, and then there's 2 smaller trays that you can move out, and then below those trays is a pretty big compartment. So I use that as my desktop. That's where I keep a lot of my 5-packs and random cigars. And then I have 2 drink coolers that I've converted to humidors. So that's my setup right now. And it's plenty fine. Like, it's going to take me a long time to outgrow both of those drink coolers. One of them, the one that has a lot of the main cigars in there, it's not even halfway full yet, and the other one is empty. So it'll take me a long time to fill those up. I'd probably have to be a cigar blender, just have a lot of different blends to get something that big filled up. Brian, what's going on, brother? Hopefully you are well. That's the only H Upman I can rock with. I like this one, and I like the AJ Fernandez with the teal and the gold color band on it. But this is definitely by far the best AJ Fernandez, or I'm sorry, best H Upman out there, non-Cuban H Upman, in my opinion. What I miss with Brew? Oh yeah. Oh, sorry about that, Broogie. Congrats on that promotion. I also had an interview today for my full-time job, so I'm hoping maybe I have some good news by the end of the week too. We'll see. Edgar, what is going on? Greetings from SoCal. Appreciate you stopping in, man. West Coast is all over the building, man. Quintel, what's going on, family? Cowboyism, what's going on? It's another channel that you guys are gonna have to check out, man. me and my good friend Sean were talking about cowboyism the other day. Kind of the Snoop Dogg of St. Louis, man. I like hearing cowboy talk, man. That's when I first heard his first video. I said, man, he reminds me of a mix between Nipsey Hussle and Snoop Dogg. Just real laid back. You can just tell he's just cool, man. I like what he's got going on over there. What's your take on the Tabernacle and Liga Privada 52? I like both of those cigars. They're both good. I would probably pick up the Tabernacle more so often than the 52, but I think they're both good cigars, though. Is anyone else buffering? It was John. I don't know, man. What happened? I'm not gonna say any comments because I don't want it to start glitching on me again. I don't know what's going on. 901 Chris, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Let me see. Smoking Preacher in the building. What is going on to the hardest working man in the cigar community? Is your rabbit air still working great? I do still like my rabbit air. I am currently trying to reach out to a few other companies that are not quite as expensive, and seeing if I can get something sent to me and be able to compare them in the atmosphere that I'm using now, and be able to tell you guys like the Rabbit Air is good, this one's good, and be able to give y'all some price differences. That's the goal that I'm trying to work on now. Haven't really been successful. Got turned down by a company a day or two ago, but hey, it's a lot of other companies out there that do air purification. So we keep moving on. Let's see. Nice. I get sick of dealing with desktop humidors, so I've got a few large Tupperdoors, and they've been working perfectly. That's what I would always recommend too. It's not going to tie up a lot of money for you. And the main thing, especially when you start getting into storing a whole lot of cigars, you want to make sure your seal is really good. The last thing you want to do is have these tens of thousands of dollars worth of cigars, and then you run into a mold issue and it destroys your whole collection and you can't smoke anything. So the seal is really important. Some people have these really nice cabinet humidors, but I've heard horror stories of people just not being able to keep the seals and them just losing humidity and just fighting with it going up and down all the time. With my drink coolers, I don't have any issues with that. The seals are great on those. Smoked the Tatuaje animal cracker. Surrogates didn't love it. I probably should have dry boxed it because it's so damn humid out. That could be it too. So Brew Geek, I've been seeing a lot of people. And even I was looking at Unk's review of the Los Calaveras, which I know he's not a huge Ecuadorian Habano fan, but I can't help. I know he was saying it was hot outside and it was humid. I can't help. But, you know, if he's storing the cigar at 62, 63, comes outside and it's 100 degrees outside and the humidity's there, you already know they could botch up the flavors and get that thing real bitter, especially if it gets hot too. So not saying you might not even like the animal cracker, even still after dry boxing it, but that definitely could have played a role in it though. Definitely. See what we got. I just barbecue trailer license today, sitting back with my brother Jerry and having a good day with him. Man, that's definitely something to smoke you a good cigar on, man. Congratulations on getting your barbecue license, trailer license today. Wishing you nothing but success and prosperity, man. I know if you went out there to do all that to get the license, I know you are serious about it. So wishing you nothing but the best, man. I hope everything works out for you. Got a lot of meet and greet going on. Classic Impala, what is going on, man? Good to see you. Smoking you an egg roll tonight. I did a review on the Los Calaveras 2018. I didn't even post it. No, post it, Alex. So it goes back to the saying I've always said: never trust cigar reviewers who like every cigar, and never trust a cigar reviewer who doesn't retrohale. So post it, man. If you don't like it, it's content. And then you think about this too. So you don't necessarily want to post a video just because you like it or don't like it. You post a video. For me, I look at a lot of videos, even if I know that I may not have cared for the cigar, I still will watch somebody's video because I want to compare flavor notes and see if I'm way off the charts or see if what I'm tasting is pretty close to somebody else. So I would recommend posting it. Now, the 2018 had the lime green band, if I'm not mistaken. I hated that cigar too. And I was on record telling John, I was like, I thought that cigar was trash. But that's just me. I smoked the 2019, which had the red band. I really, really liked that cigar. I smoked the 2020 in the 48 ring gauge. First half of it for me was good. Back half was kind of bitter. Had to pitch it. Smoked the 56 on the live review a couple of days ago with James, and I liked it a lot more than I did the 48 ring gauge. So all this stuff is subjective, man. So for me, I would say I would still post it. I still would post it. I let my Los Calaveras 2020 sit on my laptop for a day, and it was much better. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing with a lot of these cigars right now. I think the weather is really affecting this stuff. So you think a lot of this stuff could be stored down in Florida or Miami or something. So you're running into the issue with stuff running into humidity. Same thing about the Supreme Leaf. There was a person that commented on the video and said they didn't get anything out of it, and they said they only got pepper and it was very aggressive, or it was kind of too much for them. When I was reading the comment, it read like it could have gotten bitter on them. And even when I did my review of the Toro, I had touch-up issues, which most of the time, you guys know I'm smoking in my sunroom. It's controlled in here. I don't usually have those issues. Even as the cigars that I've bought after they've officially released and pressing on them and just being able to just know the cigar from touching it, there is a humidity issue, I think. So that's why I was telling people, I can't blame you for picking up one right away and smoking it to see what you got, but you probably need to sit on those for a week or two and then smoke them. They just need to dry up a little bit. I think they came in a little too wet. Oh, I did get my second box of Supremes. Also got the Los Calaveras 18 through 20 and Cracker Crumbs on my way from Black Line. John, you got you sound like you get, like, as Cowboy would say, Christmas, Xmas in July. Hey everyone, finishing up a review, so I'm in the back, no shade. Now I'm currently recording CAO America now. Yeah, Alex, post all your stuff, man. Post all your stuff. That's how I like it, Mystical. I you know, we're drama free zone. I like everybody showing love to each other. Never trust a non-retro healer. That's my opinion. I've said it on record. If you're a casual smoker or you're just somebody that leisurely smokes, or even anybody, even at me, if I'm not a reviewer, but I feel like if you're a reviewer, you owe it to the reviewer or you owe it to the viewer to be able to explain and tell that person all the aspects of that cigar. If you don't retro heal, you're gonna miss out on somebody. That's just my opinion. So there will be a shirt probably coming out soon that says retro heal or die. Just putting that out there. Smoking the My Father La Promesa Lancero, very good cigar, worth a try if you haven't had it. I have. Dave. I'm a very big fan of all the My Father Lanceros. Even though I'm not really an overall big My Father person, but I love their Lanceros. They do a really good job. E Hunt, what's going on, fam? Shady Boots. I agree. Even if you don't like it, post it. Serious smokers love honest reviews. Yeah, and then like I said, people can still compare flavor notes. So don't, just because you like, I ain't like the cigar, I don't want to put it up there. You don't want to be that person that posts everything that they like, because then, as he said, as Mystical said, serious smokers love honest content or honest reviews. So now if you have 100 videos and you like all 100 cigars that you smoke, now I'm kind of questioning your authenticity. Or like, man, you ain't found one cigar yet that you didn't like. You like everything. Tim's Be Real Alex posted, as long as you are not bashing the brand. And that's a very good point too. It's ways to say that you don't really particularly care for a cigar without just full on bashing the cigar. I wouldn't ever publicly recommend that either. I think that'd be a quick way to kind of put yourself and your channel down in the drain. Yeah. Alex, I didn't like that lime green one either, man. I did not like it. I didn't like. I told John, but I said I'm just one smoker. You might have 100 smokers, and we all smoke it. 99 say they love it. I didn't like it, but I'm always honest with him. We talk back and forth quite a bit, and fortunate I got to smoke through the whole lineup of the new Mil Diaz that he's putting out next month, and I think he's got I like the Edmundo size a lot. The other two, I think, are kind of facing the same issue. I think they're going to need a little bit more rest before I think they become where they need to be. But the Edmundo was really nice. Really nice cigar. I smoked that on a live stream a couple days too. Lanceros are my favorite. They used to be mine too. I think Corona Gordas have kind of bumped them out of the way. Oh, E Hunt tried the microwave method, and surprisingly, it worked great. I think Black Line has a sampler for. They do. They have the sampler for 2020. They have all three sizes. There's 4 sizes technically, but the torpedo only comes out in the sampler. So they have the 48, the 52, and the 56, and then they have the sampler where you can get the 18, 19, and 20. So they do have 2 samplers on there. You have to check out their website and check them out. If everyone had the same experience with every cigar, we wouldn't be having these conversations, and that is a fact. Pariah, did you buy the OG 500s or did you buy the new Selecto size? I think it's a 46 ring gauge. I actually haven't got a chance to smoke the new one yet. Mystical has smoked it and is speaking very highly about it. Cash, what's going on, family? Marcus Rose, I use other people's reviews to test my palate and understand what notes I'm tasting. That's a very good way of doing it too, as long as you're staying unbiased. And sometimes you're gonna pick up stuff. Like if I mention 10 things and you're comparing, you might pick up 7 of the 10 things. You might not get all of them, or you might pick up 3 of them. So I think that's a good way. That's kind of what I do too. I watch other reviewers, especially if I see that they smoked a similar cigar to me, and see if we pick up different notes. Sometimes I might pick up a black pepper. They're picking up a white pepper. Sometimes I'm picking up cocoa. They might be picking up dark chocolate. It's just kind of interesting to see what other people are picking up. Ron, have you tried a Partagas Lucentanus? I got some coming in. Could send you a couple. Dave, I was very fortunate. Brian, he sent me one. I haven't got a chance to smoke it yet. I plan on doing a review for it, but that was a cigar, or I have not smoked it yet, but I do have one in my possession now. But hopefully, if you've had those before, I hope they stay very consistent, and I hope you are enjoying those. I have a very good friend, Don, who is not a big fan of them. He's had bad draw issues I think he just got a bad box. But I know over the past 6, 7, 8 months, he's periodically smoked them, and he hasn't had one good experience with them. With draw issues, is what he's been having. But I know a lot of people have smoked them and haven't had any issues and liked them. So hopefully yours are going to be fine. Well, we are going to see. Never had them, and after what y'all said, I have to expect the worst and hope for the best for Calaveras. I just depends. Like, I think if you're a Habano fan, I think you'll like it. Like, Lee doesn't really care for him, but then again, he's Ecuadorian Habano is not really what's hitting his palate. I like Habano, so I like the spiciness and the dryness, but at the same time, I don't want that to be the sole note. It has to be some sweetness or something else going on other than just spice. Smoking the CL Nicaragua right now. What's going on, Tom B? I have a shirt that says, "Do you retro, bro?" Yeah, man. That's why I say I'm gonna design me a shirt and it's just gonna say "Retro Hill or Die" on it. Like that's I'm going to the grave with that. Like saying I said it. It's in the public now. It is out for the world to see. So it's no use in me cowering behind it. I said it and I believe it. So, OMG, I was thinking the same thing. The shirt should say "Retro Hill and Live Well." That's a nice one too, Misko. I like that spin on it too. Might have to give you 2% for that one. Don't ever bash all cigars unless they're Gurkhas. And not off the record, but I was handed a Gurkha, one of their new Gurkhas, about a week or so ago. It was the Nicaragua series, and I took the bands off smoking it, but it like just being completely unbiased and being honest, it was a good cigar. Am I gonna buy it? No, but it was a good cigar. Kirby, what is going on, man? Spoke with James today. He's putting that starter kit together for my son. We had a great conversation. Very nice dude. I'm telling you guys, he's the dude, man. He's always gonna look out for you guys. And I'm telling y'all, I talk to him every day. He's up really late at night making sure a lot of this stuff is working. And so I'm really happy to see that all you guys are taking advantage and helping and doing y'all's part and helping make sure Black Line grows to be a really good, successful company. I know he doesn't take it for granted either. And he's very appreciative of all you guys too. So thank you all again for trusting in him and trusting in my word, saying that he's a good company and a good guy, because I know that that takes a lot of risk and chance too, to take somebody that you've never met in person and try to take my word as bond and try a company that you've never heard about. So thank you guys all for helping James out, man. I bought the 52 ring gauge. That's the only one I haven't smoked yet, Pariah. If you're talking about the Los Calaveras. Oh no, you're talking about the HBC 500, the OG one. Yeah, that one is good. I like that one a lot. That's a multiple box worthy cigar. I can't wait to try the Mil Diaz. They did a good job selling it on the Bulb show. It's good. I smoked through all of them. The Double Robusto and the Sublime all were okay. The Edmundo is the one that I think is fantastic. So here's another thing too, man. You got to really you have to really start paying attention to people. Start reading people really well too. I'm a really, really big Aganorsa fan. It's not a secret. I like what they do for the most part, but at the same time, I don't think all their cigars are good, man. Like all of them aren't great. I smoked one just recently. It's the regular lineup Corojo. I didn't think it was a good cigar, which is surprising because most of the cigars that I really do like from them have a Corojo wrapper. But for whatever reason, that blend or whatever it is, I didn't like the cigar. I got a chance to smoke some other Aganorsa cigars, and I didn't think they were just a hit either. So it's like you have to be careful. Sometimes people will tell you like, "Oh, I like Padron," or "I like," it's the same. I don't like every Padron. Like some people are like, "Oh, I like Crown Heads," or "I like Southern Draw," or "I like whatever," and you just listen, and it's like every cigar is a good cigar. It's like, no, it's not, man. Like I think Steve Saka said it best, and John Huber has kind of quoted it. I don't want you to like every cigar. I want you to love a few of them. And that's true, man. Like every cigar is not going to be good from a particular company, man. These are just the facts. Like everything's not going to be great. There are going to be some really strong blends, and then there's going to be some that hit your palate that might be great to somebody else, but might not be great to you. So I just look at that stuff and I'm like, man, come on, man. Like, you can't like everything that the person does. Like, get off of them. Let's see. Yeah, the 5 7/8 to 52. Yeah, that's so he modeled the HVC 500, the OG one, the Tesoro, after his favorite Cuban is the Cohiba Siglo 6, and that is the same exact measurements as the Cohiba Siglo 6. So I thought that was pretty cool. Unc says I'm back. Put up last minute premiere at 9 p.m. since you will be out of here shortly. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure I get off. I'll be off in 15. Unc. I still say the Ramon Alones are the best Cubans. I smoked one that you'll be seeing a review of here shortly. I reviewed the Ramon Alones from Monte Fortuna's sampler, and I really, really enjoyed it. I'm just still a big Trinidad and Bolivar fan, though. It's hard to say. Like, Bolivars are for sure my favorite Cubans, but Ramon Alones, Trinidad, the HM and Magnum series, Partagas Series D for the most part. There's a lot of really good Cubans out there, man. Black Line Cigar of the Month first offering was on fire. Kudos all involved in this company. Yeah, I saw pictures and I was seeing what people were getting. I thought that was a very, very good box too. I think James is, like I said, James is gonna be locked in. I think he's gonna have y'all tightened up, man. I like Habano, but some Ecuadorian Habano right now is no bueno. And I get that. And I can definitely tell, like, there are some different qualities of the Ecuadorian. But you know what, Unc? It's not even the Ecuadorian Habano alone. Like, Ecuadorian Connecticut too. Like, it just has this real drying factor for me when I'm smoking it, and it's not desirable. Like, it just dries out your whole mouth, man. It's like, so if it doesn't have anything else to beef it up or liven it up, it's just I'm not a huge fan of that stuff either. You should have joined us on ICS. Man, Richie. I wanted to. What ended up happening was, you know what? That's the kind of thing. Persons too many or too many things going on, not enough time. So I talked to Sean, and my plans were to get on to that Zoom call, and then I realized after I got off the live chat, I believe I was on a live chat, and I got like, oh shit, are they still on? And when I looked up, I looked at the time, and I was like, man, y'all probably aren't still on. So I reached out to Sean. And I definitely will try to make the next one though, man. Because like I said, John's my guy, man. And I like him too because he's one of those owners that you can always be honest with him. And it's just like, all right, man, he accepts it. Some of these owners out here, if you tell them that you don't think the cigar was good, it's like they get ready, they get all teary-eyed. It's like, man, everybody ain't gonna like everything, man. Hey, Miss Prudence, how you doing? John, I'm taking a page out of your book with that one. That's gonna be one of my aggressive shirts. I don't really care, but or you know what? Like I said, I might have to go ahead and give Mystical his 2% and use what he said. But hey, it's kind of like when I used to listen to a lot of Wiz Khalifa in probably about 10 years or so ago, before he like really, really got famous, and his Taylor Gang or Die thing got really big. So Big E, what's going on, family? Facts, Bruce. Facts. Let's see what we got. Lee got me onto Isle of Day Soul. Can't believe I'm digging it so much. I'm gonna tell you, I had one experience with the Isle of the Soul. I went to the spot that I used to frequent all the time when I had more time, and for some odd reason, this was one of the very rare times, because I always will have my travel humidor in my car with me, and it has plenty of cigars. Well, the spot is only about 3 or 4 minutes from my house, so for whatever reason, I didn't have any cigars on me. So one of my good friends there was like, "And I'll give you a cigar," and it was an Isla del Sol, and I already knew it was infused, and I was just like, man. But then, see, that was me not living and being truthful to myself. Like, I just should have stuck to my guns on that. I was like, I don't smoke infused. But then I got to that point, like, oh, I just have a cigar just to smoke, and that's not why I smoke. I don't just smoke cigars just to smoke. So I smoked it, man. I think I got 2 or 3 puffs in. I looked at him. I was like, I'll pay you for it if I got to. I can't smoke it, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. I agree, Pariah. That the Maduro version has even grown. I've even grown to start liking that a lot too. When I first smoked them, really fell in love with the gold Corona Gorda and the Bellicoso, and the silver one. Just I wasn't a huge fan of that hybrid Corojo shade grown Maduro that they do, and I still really don't like it on the night watch. Not that much. But then I went back a few months ago and revisited the Signature Selection Maduro, and I was digging it. It still isn't as good as the gold for me, but I definitely was digging it though. Julio, what's going on, man? Dang, I'm caught in the rain. Everybody getting rained on, man. Have you smoked any Mumbai cigars? I can't get them locally, but I noticed Black Line has them. I think I've had a few in the past, but just to be honest, nothing was memorable. Like the name, because I think I've had Bombay and Mambacho. And for the most part, both of those brands. The only Mambacho that I like is the Cosatia line, of course, but that cigar is ridiculously expensive for what it is. But I don't. I remember having them, but nothing really comes off the top of my head. So for me, that's telling me that they were either average or nothing was sticking with me. Mike, what's going on? Mr. Rod, get off. That's like the cigars I'm getting together for you. I like them. Don't mean you will. Doesn't mean you will though. But if you don't like them, send them back to me. Now, if they're all different, they're gonna all get smoked. So what I did, so just like, or I hate to mention this name. Well, I won't mention the name, but like I was telling you guys in another live, I got sent pretty much the whole catalog of another brand, and got the chance to smoke through that whole brand, and just didn't care for the cigar, any of the cigars. Like none of them were good to me. So it is what it is. But like I said, I still can say I smoked through them because guess what? Even if I would have found one that I really, really liked, then that would have been cool. That would have been a cigar I would have stuck with. Warlike, what's going on? About to smoke the HBC 500, man. Y'all smoking some good cigars today, man. It must be Friday somewhere. Hustle Man brought me a Bolivar that smokes fantastic. I love Bolivars, man. This Cuban Bolivar, Bellicoso Fino, Royal Corona, Petite Corona. When those Bolivars age, man, and they draw good. Tyler, what's going on, man? I found me a hustle, scored me a box of Supreme Littoral this weekend. That's what I'm talking about. Matt O'Brien, what is going on? They are very lovely, especially they got a little age to them. And like I said, you don't have any QC issues. Let me see, Bruce. Let me see. Hurry up and get off of here so we can go catch Unc's premiere, man. Matt, what is going on, brother? I see you snuck in here. G3, what is going on? Kevin Corbliss, what's going on? Make sure I ain't missing nobody. Richie, Eric E-Man should have given you a proper heads up. You got to give him some crap for it. Yeah, it wasn't even him, Rich. I was talking to Sean. He's the one. But yeah, I'm gonna get on E-Man about it. I'm definitely gonna do it. You made sure we knew about him, but James definitely helped himself out by living up to his word and understanding customer service. Told you guys, I carry myself a certain way, and I want to make sure I'm surrounded by good people, like-minded people, and that's what I do, man. But I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here, man. Unc is gonna be premiering this video in about 7-8 minutes, so I'm gonna check that out, man, while I'm hanging out with Quincy. And yeah, just wanted to come up and holler at y'all, see what y'all were up to, man. Hopefully everybody's good, man. We got 67 people in the chat, man. Everybody hitting the like button too. That's cool. Don't think we got no thumbs down, but you know what? That probably will pop up sometime soon. It's been crazy. Somebody's been hitting thumbs down on the lives, but it's all good. Chip Daddy, what's going on? I've got a few Bolivars have been sitting. Tim, those should be good. Osaka Lancero for me tonight with the Founders KBS. I ain't had a Founders KBS in a couple years, but I really remember enjoying those. I like those dark, heavier beers. Dave M is always Friday somewhere. Facts. Lee Mack, I'm going to hang. All right, John. Catch you later. Just finished recording, and the weather is great. All right, man. Well, yeah. I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here, man. Get ready to watch Unc's premiere. So y'all be good, man. I'm sure y'all will be catching me at some point in time. We will be doing a live cigar review this Saturday. Me and my good friend Sean, we will be doing a live cigar review for the Tyrannical Buck, Connecticut. That cigar is the only cigar that I can give you a clue about. It will be included in August's cigar of the month for Black Line. So you will be getting a firsthand review from me and Sean firsthand. I've never had it. I don't think Sean has ever had it neither. So you will be getting a completely unbiased opinion about that cigar. I know some of you may have had the cigar. A lot of you in the club may not have, but that's what we're going to be doing Saturday. I haven't decided a time yet, but when I do, I will probably be up live or post a video or something at some point before Saturday and let y'all know the time. So y'all be good, man. Y'all already know what the name of the game is: relaxation and enjoyment. Don't forget to be driven, never motivated. We're going to catch y'all later, Army. Love you guys. Y'all take care.